Hi, happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Today, I'm just going to talk about one of my most memorable experiences, the Rubik's Cube. So last year in April, I was at Arthur Findlay College in England, and I'm going to tell this story because it's probably one of my most magical experiences and showing the proof of the intelligence of the afterlife and how intelligent spirit communication can be. So I was in England last year about April, and I had the pleasure of having the tutor, Andy Bing. He is an amazing medium and tutor. If you ever have a chance to meet with him or see him or take a class with him, I encourage you to do so. But in this class, we had to give up a bit of reading based off of a picture we got. And I got to meditate a little bit, and I asked Spirit to come through for someone in the room. And the picture they gave me was a Rubik's Cube. Yep, it was a Rubik's Cube. I had no idea where I was gonna go with this Rubik's Cube, but that is the first thing this person showed me in my mind, a Rubik's Cube. And it was a solved Rubik's Cube, no doubt. So I got up on stage, and after feeling into the Rubik's Cubes a little bit, I knew that I had a father in spirit and that his daughter was in the audience. So I sat with it a minute. I called out to the audience and said, I have a father in spirit who would have had a Rubik's Cube and it would have been solved. There may have been even a joke that he cheated to solve it, but his daughter's in the audience. Can anybody take that? And I had two people, go figure. We were all born in the 90s, so we all have Rubik's Cubes back in the day, but after working that out a little bit and getting the help of Andy came and stood next to me to help walk me through that, because even for me at that stage of my mediumship, I had no idea where this Rubik's Cube could have gone. But with his help, he showed me, and we worked on it together. And after narrowing it down to one person in the audience, we went on a journey with the Rubik's Cube. And because it was a Rubik's Cube and it was solved, and Spirit had given that to me, I knew that it had to be something to do with his work, right? So I said, would your father have been an engineer of some type or a mathematician or something to that effect? And so that was correct. So that's just how smart they are. They gave me the Rubik's Cube, and from that, I could tell what he did for a living, okay? And then we went even further with Andy's help. I'm not gonna take 100% credit because at that time in my development, there's no way I would have got to the end where we're about to go without his help. But he took me on a journey, and we decided to go, well, where is this Rubik's Cube? And Spirit showed me that this Rubik's Cube was in his office. So this man had a Rubik's Cube in his office, and through working with the Spirit, we realized it was on display on a shelf. And then we kind of went further, and she agreed to all this stuff, by the way, and we kept going further. And so this Rubik's Cube is on the shelf in his office. And next to this Rubik's Cube, I see a picture frame. And she's like, yes. And so in this picture frame would be a picture of your father and another man. And she's like, yes. And then with Andy's help, of course, we felt into that. And this man had some kind of fame. And she's like, yes. And then after searching a little bit deeper, Andy said, is this picture of your dad and Bill Gates? And she said, yes. So this girl's father was a computer engineer for Bill Gates and helped with the Apple computer development. So that's how magical one piece of information, one picture took me to what this man is best known for. And he chose to do it through the Rubik's Cube. That's how he got to what he did for a living. And I just find that phenomenal. How intelligent they were to get us to go down that journey with the Rubik's Cube. So that's probably the biggest wow moment I've had in my mediumship, where I saw the capabilities of what could come out of a mediumship reading and how Spirit will guide you there if we just allow them to do it, allow them and trust them to help guide us. So I don't know, It's one of my favorite stories. I will never, ever, ever, ever forget that story. All because of the Rubik's Cube. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you find some magic this week. I hope Spirit wraps their arms around you and shows you that they're here. I hope you see repeating numbers, some synchronicities, a red cardinal, whatever it is for you. I hope you experience it this week. Much love, blessings, and I'll see you next week. Bye.